Excuse me. And we give double honor to our apostles and our elders, which apostle elders, a great millstone, which leads with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai, 2025, which is the over year about deliverance and the judgment and the destruction of Esau. Let's jump right into it. There's some things coming down the pipe at the Jimmy Kimmel situation. I seen that this morning. I seen it earlier today, waiting on some information, but yeah, they clipped him. That right there is a sign that they're into this cancel culture, and they're using this situation that just took place. You already know with the you don't even know how to put it, but you know what, you've been keeping up with the news, everything that's been happening recently, and then with this Antifa being labeled as a shalom. And when I seen that Antifa, because we know that's a George Soros project, okay? So that right there, they tied in with the BLM. They just didn't want to come off the rip with it. They just had to beat around the bush. Now we know why they were even set up. So this was a psyop from the beginning. We always knew they were doing some sideways stuff if you paid attention, but now they're pulling that card, okay? Just like a game of cards or a spades, you have to pull a card at the right time, or if you're playing poker. So this devil has pulled a card that he's always had in the game, okay? That's that Antifa, because now they Americans tourists, okay? And you know what I'm trying to say, all right? Read between lines. So now they can be able to label, not just deport those. Now we can see the culmination of why the famine of the word is going to be is coming upon Jake. It's coming upon the world, all right? Because the Lord has sent out the warning. He said he sent out the prophets early, okay? We've been giving you heartfelt. That's now understand why the apostles and elders had the spirit to do videos, go into the spirit, because guess what, Jake? That tap is running. That tap's about to be shut off. Okay, just like when you don't pay your water bill, or you don't pay a monthly electricity bill, that bill gets shut off. Okay, more like transferred. Okay, just like when you move into a new place, you got to get your electricity transferred in your name, so that this truth, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding has been transferred to the elect. All right, now the Lord knows that the elect has what they need to go through the tough times. Now he's closing the tap off. He's closing that access to the spirit, to the throne of the Lord. That's why it says, "Come boldly to the throne of the Lord." This truth is in this is the secret place of the Most High. You want to know what the high priests were doing? This is symbolic of us, because the Lord Yahweh Shai made us. Yahweh Shai opened up that gate to the elect. We were able to go into the holies of holies, because how do we know that? Revelation, the 5th chapter, when Yahushua took that little book, he said, "Who was found worthy to open and to loose the seals thereof?" So when Yahushua loosed the seals, the nation of Israel, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you were allowed to go into the holies of holies, which is this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, the true breakdowns, the true understanding of the beast, the mark of the beast, the MOTB. Okay, the coming third war, Ezekiel the 38th chapter, Ezekiel 37 chapter, all those prophecies were unlocked. Okay, because the prophets didn't even know. When John was asked on the Isle of Patmos, who are these? When they're speaking about the 144,000, that right there is breaking down the Gentiles, because now we know that those Israelites that didn't look like everyday Israelites, we now know that those were the Gentiles. Those were the Gentiles that we are those fulfilling, coming in the latter days, coming back to the understanding who we are. So now all those things have been given to us. That's why the apostles and elders say we have 100% truth. We have 100% truth for salvation's sake. When it deals with salvation, the Lord has given it. He has given the life raft. Okay, when the Lord told Noah to build the ark, what do you think we've been doing? We've been building the ark. The ark is likened unto the temple. The Lord said, "Go for wood." Certain wood was supposed to be used, so certain people were supposed to be in the building of this ark, which is the Israelites. And those Israelites are going to come looking like other nations. They're not going to look like your typical Israelite. So the Lord told us and sent us out here in laborers into the vineyard. All these prophecies, all these metaphors are talking about the same thing. The Ark of the Covenant is talking just like the temple. Because who is going to be preserved in these last days? The Lord said, enter into thy chambers. Those right there is symbolic of the elect being called up into a fathership, a massive, a massive interstellar craft. If you want to get technical, Salakia. But the famine of the word is coming, Jake. And then it was heavy the dream that a woman had about Apostle Elder Tahar saying that this is the last video. And it came to my mind when I heard that. I said, "Oh shit!" So all these people that you've been faking the funk, you ain't gonna have access to this thing no more, man. You know, and we say it with a heavy heart, but we also say it with gladness because Jake, we're worn the fuck out. Okay, prophets bear the weight of the nation. All right, so understand that the Most High has put a spirit on these men to go out here, push this truth, have given the warning, blown the trumpet, has corrected Israelites that don't want to listen, those that don't want to come back to the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding the right way. Hey, you have your warnings, but this right here is to show you with all the things. Jimmy Kimmel's he's a high level guy in this society, in the so-called talk show industry, but he mentioned something. Okay, and they clipped them. So what do you think they're gonna do to Jake's? What we're saying, what we're doing? What do you think? What do you think? How do you think we're gonna figure into things? Because he talked about one guy. We're talking about a whole nation, if not a whole country, and around the world. We're talking about a nationality of people, which are the Edomites. So if one, and we're talking more harsh than he was. If you listen to what he said, he didn't even say, he said some things, but it's here, man. So what do you think they're gonna do to this truth that they've been looking at? They've been paying attention. They've been having to do kid gloves because they know that there's a benevolent force that is behind this truth. And they don't want to push that hand. They push the hand of the Lord gonna push back. All right. And I say it again. The Lord is pushing back. He's moving this man. All these moves are being made by the Lord. So the Lord is closing the door by using Esau to make these legislations, these laws. So like you. So who's gonna bring that famine of the word? The Lord is, man. The Lord is gonna bring that famine, and it's not gonna be, oh, okay, have this. No, we're not gonna be able to be out here. Okay, just like the Elder Malcolm always says, we risk our freedom to do so. You know, we've given enough effort and enough gusto that you can't say that you haven't been warned. You can't say that, oh shit, I didn't know, I didn't study. Like the apostle said, the breakdowns have been given. Search. If you need a breakdown, look on the internet. You'll find a breakdown for the scriptures. Second Ezra, the 12th chapter, Daniel 11, Revelation. All these breakdowns throughout the years, man. And I look in hindsight, and I feel truly blessed to have known and to know these things that we're a part of, man. Now everything is coming to pass. Now we can give the Lord the true glory and say that he told us of these things. He told us that the famine is coming. He told us they're going to persecute us, man. Let them do what they're going to do, man. As long as we get the fuck up out of here, man. This place is old, and like Elder Yashawamba said, it's tacky. It's fucking tacky. It's played out. Esau's ready to go. He don't want no power no more. All right, he don't want no power no more. He don't want that crown. What does it say? Heavy is the head that wears the crown, man. So Esau, he don't want it no more, man. That's why he's got to push towards that end goal. If he really wanted power, he wouldn't push. Salakia. If he wanted his kingdom to last, he wouldn't push the MOTB. But he has no choice. The Lord is making him dust fight. He's making his ass move towards that goal, man. All right, so he can get his ass tightened up. The Lord is gonna tighten this place up. Death is coming, man. Don't think we've been playing and telling y'all, man. The Lord is gonna fuck some things up, man. Esau's scared of that. You got this comets coming. You got UAPs taking hellfire missiles to the chest and keep on moving. Keep on moving, don't stop. No. Salat. Salakia, forgive me. Yeah, it came out. All right, I brought it out. I'm not a singer, so don't judge me. Don't. They be like, man, I trying to get signed up. No, just at this point, we don't care what Jake thinks, man. We're far beyond that. You either listen to this or you don't. You think this entertainment? By all means, do what you're gonna do. You a grown person, but understand you grown people make grown mistakes. All right. So we pray and hope that Yahweh shall keep us in these times, maintain our spirits, and keeps us on the right path, man. All right. Hey, shalom to my brother. All right. So that's the main point. I'm almost to my destination. I just had to jump into that. I'm gonna try to make a follow-up video with the articles and make it a little bit more clear. But I had to just say this. It was on my chat. It was on my mind. Something on my mind. All right. So the main thing, just keep yourself tightened up. We almost home, man. So with that, I say, call hello, Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Hakudash. Until next time, I say shalom and more now than ever. Keep faith. Shalom.